So yes, that right there is Mom at House, who will, have a lovely discussion with you to say, hey, my dolls went walkies, can you go get them back?
Sorry, I've kind of missed one or two pieces already.
Failed you, Mommet. I'm so sorry.
Really, I'm doing this on purpose so I don't have to interact with him again.
That is totally fair, because he is terrifying.
One or two, I guess.
They didn't seem that keen on coming back, to be fair.
I can see why they ran away, in all honesty. Fuck you, Dad, I do what I want. But Father, I want to see the world.
What would I give to live where they are?
Don't combine those two. One's bad, one's great.
Oh, that's what you were referring to.
Yeah, that fucking weird Pinocchio thing with, like, Billy Crystal or whatever.
Well, it definitely wasn't Billy Crystal, but, was it Pauly Shore? I think it was Pauly Shore.
Yes.
Thankfully, I'm never watching that thing, ever. But I am excited to see both the Disney one and the Guillermo del Toro ones, because, they're always going to be interesting.
Probably against my better judgment, but I'm going to watch the Disney remake. If just for the fact that, well, it's on Disney Plus anyway, so I don't have to pay anything extra. And two, that's probably my favourite classic Disney film.
I'm not sure which is my favourite classic Disney film, actually. I mean, probably Cinderella?
That's a pretty solid one.
I am a Disney Renaissance kid through and through, so...
You okay, bro? You just vibing?
He's having a think.
Volk? I thought you were working all the time.
I know, what are you doing going and starting wars? Oh god.
Man, shit must have got real busy at his place. Just couldn't put up with it anymore. Wow, the people that live to fight. That sounds similar to another game that will be running after this game concludes. I want to get to Shiver Guy. That would be awesome. Alright, so we've had seaside / ocean level, we've had theme park level, now we get city and underground level.
And everything on fire.
Indeedy so.
So, it's not too far from Grassland, Waterland, Fireland, Iceland, but it's a bit more creative.
Kind of reminds me of Saint Mystere.
Yeah, no, I get that. Ooh, I mean, I think this is like a new bloody record getting to the bell.
Really? Really, we could just climb up there and squeeze inside. The bars aren't, like, that close together.
No, but, the arena's here, of course she is.
She's feeding the data from the ring. Wink. Foolishness, Leorina. Foolishness. Two?
So yes, this is another case of we're going to have to go to 2 different levels.
This time I am going to give you a choice, Rich.
Okay.
Oh shit. That might be bad, because obviously only the person with the Dream Traveler's ring can activate the bells.
Yeah, and if, Leorina can activate the bells, then we're slightly screwed. Also, is Lolo's hat comfortable, Popka?
I was gonna say, what the fuck? Klonoa's like a strategist in this game.
He really is. Like, Klonoa is awesome.
Yeah, he's a lot more rounded as a character in this game.
Yeah, he doesn't spend half the time just going, "Hi, I'm Klonoa from Wind Village!" And also, "Wah, wah, wah." That's basically all he does throughout the entirety of Klonoa 1.
Dippity dear. Alright, up or down, mate?
Let's go up.
Volk City it is. I expect to see a lot of Final Fantasy XIV related shenanigans here. And don't forget, they are at war, so don't fuck around.
We have war moves. It's great.
This is kind of like the egg pawns in Sonic Colors, where in each different world they were themed differently.
It's a really cool concept, and it always works wonders whenever it happens.
I know there's one of those pieces on top of a thing, but I've seen the first one already, so...
Just don't go too fast or you might slip past it. Also, can I just say the little mice are adorable.
They are cute. I'm assuming the poo water will harm me.
Well, the poo water will kill you because you'll drown.
Spin!
There are actually no Mobbit dolls on this stretch.
Good. And back we go.
But do keep that area in mind for the future. Because we may or may not be returning to this level relatively sharpish.
You've already given the game away, this remix version, so whatever.
And that was part of my logic for choosing this particular level first. It means then we get a little bit of a break in between it and its counterpart.
That poor Boo.
I know. Also, just look at the cars.
I am. It's pretty rad. War is very cool. Note, HFC does not condone war, nor the actions or violence therein.
Which, I mean, part of it, you look at it and you just go, well, shouldn't that be obvious? But, you know, this day and age, somehow you do actually have to explain these things to people.
Love the kind of honky-tonk music here.
It's strange because it feels like it shouldn't work for the theming, but it somehow really, really does.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of based like that. I jump in the air, do a double jump, boom, dead. Spin. Keeping an eye out for those things.
Yes.
See, these levels are just fun, and the platforming doesn't feel anxiety-inducing.
You don't really, I think, until maybe the last level, if anything, have any of those instances where you have a lot of really tiny platforms over bottomless pits that you've somehow got to maneuver your way around. There is indeed a Momet doll piece up through that gap, which, yes, you need one of those guys for.
Very cool. Don't hit the ceiling, whatever you do.
And this is one of the Moment Doll pieces that you can miss, because it is right up at that top bit.
Oh well.
It is technically possible to just about make your way back through to collect it, but it's very much a case of, I think, having to either kill yourself to return, or using the electric enemy to sort of double, triple jump your way back over to fall down and then make the Jetamo leap again.
I got you, mate. Don't fall on the fire.
Fire bad.
This and other very common things that you should note in everyday life are the next part of Klonoa 2. Did you know that drinking water good for human?
Yes.
Yes.
So you miss one of the Moment Dolls and you're just like, oh, I'm not going to pick that one up then.
No.
It's like, sod it. I'm so happy right now.
It's just a fun game to play. Like, I wouldn't say it's in my top platformers ever, but it's just a well-made game, apart from those do-or-die things, which I would never like in anything. Please stop doing it.
I'd certainly put it high on my list of platform games, but I would have, to be honest, I'd have to think really carefully about what I put in my my list of top platformers, because there are so many blooming good ones.
Yeah, I have done a tier maker video on the channel before, so there's no reason I couldn't do another one for you and me one day if you want to poop out some very easy content.
That is fair. I mean, hey, maybe something for the HellfireComms anniversary that's coming up.
Maybe so. That's 2023, y'all. If you've got any gold, withdraw it now. Be very valuable to us, just saying.
Deposit it in the Patreon.
Somehow.
Or, you know, pop it in our safety deposit box, which you can find at P.O. Box. No, we don't have one.
I've always wanted one, but then I'm like, what am I going to use it for? To get people to put Doritos in there?
I totally understand why mainly YouTubers, really, of a certain size tend to get PO boxes, because, you know, fans do like to send stuff.
Yeah.
But then equally, it's always just left you just going, really? Do you want to do that? Is that a good thing to do? But hey, also you want to make sure that you land on the platform and stay there, because that's the end of the level, and if you don't land on it, you do not finish the level, you die.
We couldn't have landed on a train that was like, I don't know, ferrying fucking Calippos. That would have been nice.
Or a Magnum. I mean, oh, I love a good Magnum.
We're talking about the ice cream and not the gun here, right?
Of course.
Yeah, this seems about right.
Good old nuclear reactors.
It is currently 2 in whatever time zone this place takes place in. There you go. Thankfully, it's idiot-proof. God bless that little base, it's still doing its thing. Honestly, building a town next to a thing called the Bell of Anger just seems like poorly thought out in hindsight.
Technically it's the Bell of Discord, but still not something you'd want to be going up against. It's like, tranquility, yeah, sure, that's a nice positive emotion. Joy, yes, of course. Discord? Indecision? Are those things you want? I suppose in a way that's probably one of the teeny tiny minor little flaws that Klonoa has in terms of the concept of some of its lore for the kingdoms, is that I do love how it looks at what happens if an area is just feeling one type of emotion. Also, Tom, yes, I'm glad you saw it before you went on that.
Yes, my preservation instinct kicked in, thankfully.
Obviously, it looks at the excesses and what happens if one area just felt one thing all the time in excess. But I think that it would have been good if they had perhaps chosen two other emotions or feelings that were, I suppose, slightly more ambiguous in terms of the dealings. Because obviously tranquility, you can see how that is a positive thing, but you can also see how it could be negative.
Yeah.
Same with joy. A bit of joy, great. Too much joy, is that a problem?
Well, it's a film called Inside Out, actually.
Well, exactly. Whereas Discord is, I mean, obviously it's a very helpful application software for doing things like this.
Yeah.
But you can't really call Discord a good thing. And you can't really call indecision a good thing either. So I think choosing something slightly different for those could have been a better move, but it's not like I am mad or think that it ruins everything that the game is going for.
He's furious.
Yeah, no, internally I'm just seething.
Come along, little exploder doggy.
I do love the boomies.
They are cute. I missed that one on my first go around.
It's easily missed. As is the fact that you need to throw the boomy over to be able to pick it up this side. Thankfully they give you one that lasts long enough to be able to get it over. I do just wish there was a way of being able to activate the boomy a little bit faster if, you know, you manage to speed run it over here.
Yeah. Didn't need it, but I wanted it.
It's not like we're coming back to this area, so might as well pick it up.
Truth that, good sir. Alright, a little bit of Coronia vibes here.
Yes, very much so.
Temple of the Sun and all that. So there's some familiar tropes there, but they kind of shake it up a little bit.
Yeah. You figured it out. This might be a little bit tight, but we shall see.
Done.
But you have indeed solved the puzzle.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter as long as we get progress.
Hell yeah. Currently going for a place called the Trial of Keys in Live Alive, so all this key collecting is very apt right now.
Good. You're going to want to head back over and head through the door.
I know. I just didn't register it as a big old door for some reason.
It's fair. It's ever so slightly just hidden off the side of the camera, so... easily done.
Yeah, I think I would have to be even madder than usual to try and get any of these. And by these, I mean the gems.
Of course. So Tom, what are your feelings on the Vulcan levels?
There's a lot of do-or-die stuff, which I'm not a fan of when it comes to collectathon platformers, which I don't really think Klonoa is, per se, but, you know, it still pees me a little bit, so it got dock points for that, but I like a good industrial level from time to time. The music's pretty good, and the level visuals are pretty good, so there you go.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I agree with that.
Also, holy shit, Richie actually asked me a question for a change.
You asked me to ask you questions, and I finally, you know, ran out of things to blather about myself, so, you know.
Fair enough, but...
Character progression.
Oh my god, Richie's arc! Now, is this the thing I was thinking of? It might be, actually.
It is indeed. I do believe that there is a Moment Doll on this path.
Now you're going to see what caused the game to get knocked down a peg or two when I rated it in my media thread.
Personally, I would say that this one is not that hard to spot or to get, but...
Well, neither of those things are the reason for that. You'll see why. Ow. Right, so there it is. And I got it, thank God. Because when we go down here, we will be going into a mini-boss fight.
Oh, yes.
And that creates a new checkpoint.
Yeah, so that one is entirely a get it or fail.
You. Meow. Uh-oh, I've been rumbled.
What, I mean, Tal, aren't you glad to see us? I thought you'd liked us or something.
You already know what Tat's been ordered to do. Whatever. Mini-boss time, let's go! It's the minigame from when Amy is escaping on the egg carrier.
Yes, otherwise known as Whack-a-Mole.
Or Whack-a-Tat, in this case.
Or, as the boss is actually called, Super Tat Boss.
Sure, why not?
I mean, it really is as simple as literally just throw the moves at any of the Tatbots. And just don't get hit.
I'm going to try my best. Can be a little bit annoying to time them sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, there are far worse fights in the game.
Bouncy bouncy. You know how long I spent setting up that mini-game? I was going to present it to the Joyland Committee for adding new rides and such. Alas. So this is why they're like sky pirates / bandits and whatnot. Ooh, familiar platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see these until near the end of Klonoa 1.
Actually, I do believe it was the final level.
Jesus.
think it was Moon Kingdom when these turned up.
God damn. I'm not going after those. I cannot.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Don't particularly care about you, Mirror Fairy.
Nope. You didn't help me at all during the Phantomile arc of fucking Klonoa. Why should I care now?
You know what, that would be a pretty cool way of closing out a third Klonoa game. Klonoa basically having to go through a quick revisit through Phantomile and Lunatea.
You would have to heavily remix it though, I think.
You would totally have to remix it to get it to do what you need it to do, but I think it would be a really cool thing to experience, and also because you could do a whole exploration of Klonoa's journey.
This is who I am.
Exactly.
For God's sake.
What I'd probably do is just aim closer to where the door is.
Fine. Got it eventually. That was a very sad looking moment though. I've never known fun until this moment, Rich.
I'm guessing you didn't realise you could do that, did you?
I knew you could like pose and whatnot. I didn't think to do it during the canon things.
It just fills you with so much joy. It's ridiculous. It's so good. Also, you know, gives you something to do whilst whilst the game is just doing its thing.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point. Theme of investigating a nuclear reactor. It looks exactly the same as the other one, Klonoa. Da, 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 da. Yeah, maybe we should have been wearing protective clothing here.
Maybe. Might have been a good idea.
Bell of anger, Richie. Might just call us the Volk arc when I put it up on YouTube.
Sounds like a plan to me.
See what Leorina's got to say for herself.
Yes, well, if it's anything like we've been experiencing, it's probably a boss fight.
Notice y'all weren't in a war. Can't be having that. Oh boy.
Yes, Mobile Tank Biscosh works exactly the same in terms of how you beat him as spinny enemy, well, the spiky ball enemy boss in Klonoa 1. It's just that the challenge that you face with Biscosh is that it does a lot of jumping high above the battlefield and landing, and because you're doing these leaps and so on and so forth, it can be a little bit of a challenge to not end up either running into him or having him leap into your face.
There we go.
So yeah, I have to. This is probably the one fight that I'm not keen on because I think that it's just ever so slightly artificially difficult because of the camera angles and so on. Love the design.
Yeah. Well, at least I saved you money on buying replacement wheels and whatnot. Ah! Jesus.
Yeah, this is where it just gets just that little bit ridiculous.
Ah ha 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 da da da. You got more wheels? That's good. I got more gumption. Fuck. Yeah, baby.
Good job.
Thank you. I definitely didn't do it the first time on my first time. Mission clear? Don't think so. I'm gonna have to go to Specsavers after this with all the dust and radiation blasted into my eyes. That's right. Another enemy that I purposely sent out to lose. Thanks to that, I now have the data on your favourite flavour of ice cream. The ring is complete! Did you not see the ring before? You very clearly pointed it out.
Every now and again, Klonoa is a little bit oblivious to things.
Oh no, not a negative, Belle. Oh, anything but you taking the element from that.
That was meant to be our negative emotion, Belle. Like, God, what is wrong with you, Liarina?
Oh, I see. I see how it works. Fuck him.
This is one of those really well done moral quandaries that the game gives of the Kingdom of Volk was literally just tearing itself apart because all they wanted to do was war against each other. Is it worth saving them?
Okay, that's a villain's laugh. Come on now.
Very much is, but also Liarina's just hit, like, her plan is to save the world. What exactly that means? Don't know just yet, but
from a Serb's perspective, saving the world could mean dooming it in one particular version. Like, I'm going to destroy the world and build it back up, thus saving it.
Yes, that is one thing. But obviously the game doesn't quite lay out what it means just yet.
Okay, I also have a conscience. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Oh boy.
Yes, it may be beaten up, but maybe it's not quite destroyed just yet.
I may be out of tyres, but I'm not out of options.